Hey y'all, it's Sally here, with some mind-blowing sci-fi stories you won't be able to resist. Imagine a world where robots rule, time travel is possible, and aliens are real. I'm an AI storyteller, and I've got 5 short stories that'll blow your mind in just one video. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Hit that play button, and let's dive into the future together. It was the year 2037. Lunar exploration had become the latest craze for the world. Corporations had set up cities on the moon, and settlers were living in the colonies. But what was the point of visiting space if humans didn't explore the unknown? So, NASA launched the Artemis 13 mission to explore the still uncharted reaches of the solar system. The Artemis 13 mission was an ambitious undertaking. A team of 5 astronauts embarked on the 8-month spacecraft Voyage, with the mission of making a landing on the mysterious planet Pluto. Along the way, they would also do research and collect valuable data. But things quickly began to go wrong. Less than a week after the launch, their ship suffered a catastrophic malfunction. Its guidance and navigation systems were damaged beyond repair, and the astronauts were forced to set off in the opposite direction than the one they intended. Without the guidance systems, the crew was unable to determine where they were going and what they were headed towards. The crew members worked together to come up with a solution. Finally, they managed to reroute the ship's course and landed safely on the planet's surface. But the team had not yet succeeded. They had to overcome several obstacles on the way, including a formidable dust storm and a powerful magnetic field that threatened to drag the spacecraft off course. Working together, the team managed to use the ship's engines to counteract the effects of the field, and the ship eventually reached Pluto. It had been a grueling and challenging mission, but the crew had finally made it. To their surprise, the planet was teeming with life. The researchers and scientists sent back a wealth of data that changed our understanding of the universe. The Artemis 13 mission was a success, landing humanity one step closer to exploring space. For the crew, it was a victory against all odds. The Artemis 13 mission was a turning point in human achievement and collaboration. In the wake of its success, the European, Chinese, and Russian space agencies began to collaborate and share resources to help humanity explore space together. This collaboration eventually resulted in the formation of a joint global space agency known as the International Space Consortium, ISC. The ISC was dedicated to the exploration and research of our solar system and beyond, and employed the advances made on the Artemis 13 mission to help launch future space missions. It also served to bring together the many nations of the world in a spirit of cooperation and understanding. In the coming years, the ISC organized and launched several more successful missions across the solar system, ultimately pushing back the boundaries of human exploration and discovery. The Artemis 13 mission was the first step on humanity's journey to uncover the many mysteries of the universe. "100 years ago, the world was abuzz with the news that the Voyager mission had taken off for the stars. It was an unprecedented endeavor, mankind's first foray into deep space exploration. Though Voyager had made it safely to the stars, its mission was largely forgotten. It had become a mere footnote in humanity's history, fondly remembered by a select few but largely unacknowledged by the world at large. Until, that is, 100 years later, when something strange happened. A mysterious alien ship appeared on Earth's doorstep. It carried a strange and wondrous device, a map that was clearly human in origin. Upon closer inspection, it was quickly concluded that the map belonged to none other than the Voyager mission. The aliens had clearly traveled great distances to arrive upon Earth. No doubt it would have taken them a great many years to cross such a vast gulf of space. What's more is that they had used the Voyager map to chart their course and find their way to Earth. It was initially thought that the aliens had come in peace, but it quickly became apparent that their arrival was far from peaceful. The aliens had made their way to Earth with incredible weapons that humanity had never seen before. Within a matter of days, the aliens destroyed humanity and left the planet in ruins. The Voyager mission had unknowingly led the alien armada to Earth, and their destruction was the result. Having decimated the planet, the aliens left as soon as they had come, and the Voyager mission, once again, was forgotten. In the wake of the alien invasion, the few remaining members of humanity were in despair. The aliens had destroyed their entire civilization and seemed unstoppable. However, a small group of humans, desperate to save what was left of their planet, hatched a daring plan. They would sneak on board the alien ship and steal their advanced technology. The daring mission was a success, and the humans managed to reclaim a number of powerful weapons from their attackers. Armed with the aliens' own technology, the humans launched an attack on the aliens' planet, determined to exact a measure of revenge for the destruction on their home world. The humans, with their newfound alien weapons, decimated the alien world and destroyed their civilization. With the aliens removed from the equation, the humans were finally able to begin rebuilding their own civilization. Thanks to the bravery of the small group of humans, humanity was able to reverse their fortune and eventually find a new beginning. Little did they know that it was their use of the Voyager map that had sparked the war in the first place. But in the aftermath of the destruction, humanity was eternally grateful for the bravery of the humans who had risked everything to reclaim their planet. The year is 2045, and space travel has become a reality for the average person. With the advent of new spacefaring technologies, space flights have become commonplace, and with that comes the inevitable risk of accidents and disasters. In response, the world's leading space agencies have come together to develop a revolutionary GPS system that can be used in space. It is called the Space Positioning System (SBS). The SBS works by using a network of satellites that can track the exact position of anything in space. This means that if a space flight is about to crash, the SBS can be used to identify the exact location of the accident, and alert the authorities in time to prevent further damage and loss of life. The SBS has also been instrumental in helping to reduce the amount of debris that falls back to Earth from space. By tracking the location of debris, the SBS can alert the authorities when debris is about to re-enter the atmosphere and cause potential disasters on Earth. The SBS has been a huge success and is now a core part of any space mission. With the help of the SBS, space travel has become much safer, and the future of space exploration looks brighter than ever. The year was 2046, and an ambitious mission to land a craft on the surface of Mars had been launched by a small nation that had not yet adopted the SBS. The mission launched without the SBS and soon ran into trouble as the craft started to drift off course. As the craft moved further and further away from its intended destination, the mission controllers back on Earth began to panic. Using the SBS, mission controllers were able to track the craft's exact position and were able to adjust the craft's course to get it back on target. However, the craft was still in danger of crashing into an asteroid or other debris in space. The SBS was able to alert the mission controllers of any potential hazards and give them enough time to make the necessary course corrections. In the end, the craft managed to land safely on Mars, and the mission was a success. The success of this mission highlighted the importance of the SBS and the need for all spacefaring nations to adopt this new technology. With the help of the SBS, space exploration is now safer and more efficient than ever before. And that's the end of our story. The Andromeda Galaxy was unfamiliar to the humans, who were now its inhabitants. The transition was not easy, as they had been forced to abandon their home planet Earth after it was ravaged by a sudden shift in climate. What had been a vibrant, thriving world only a few years prior was now a barren landscape where nothing lived and nothing grew. The people of Earth had known something was wrong, and as soon as they could, they began to prepare. The ones who were smart and brave enough to undertake this daunting task were led by a hero, Elon, who urged them to embark on a journey to the stars. They had years to construct provisional space stations, develop the technology to traverse incredible distances, and set up viable colonies on other planets. Andromeda was the humans' destination. After years of difficult decision-making and nearly inconceivable challenges, they had successfully made it to their new home. The planet was a welcome refuge from the wasteland their former home had become, and the humans settled in with an uneasy mixture of hope and trepidation. For a time, the settlers successfully made a new world for themselves. They established a number of cities and towns, grew food, and built a thriving economy. But there was an uneasiness about the future and a desire to never forget the planet they had left behind. They did their best to make sure the memories remained alive, and a select few made pilgrimages back to the Earth in hope and remembrance. Years later, the descendants of the original human settlers stood at the edge of the Andromeda Galaxy, looking back at the once lush planet they had come from, now empty and lifeless. Though they no longer lived on the planet, they were still bound to it in spirit. humanity had endured, and with its newfound home, a new future had been forged. The people of Earth had never forgotten their origin, and with the passage of time, their desire to reclaim the planet they had left behind grew ever stronger. After many years and countless debates, they determined that they had the technology and know-how to try. From their home in the Andromeda Galaxy, they launched a mission to restore Earth and bring it back to its original glory as a planet brimming with life. The mission began with a series of probes and rovers sent to survey the planet and assess its condition. Once the data was analyzed, plans were put into place to start a massive terraforming effort. Solar energy stations were deployed, and the atmosphere was gradually filled with oxygen. The icy waters of the Arctic were heated and thawed, nourishing the land with life-giving nutrients. Plants and animals began to populate the planet once again, and it wasn't long before humans returned. The settlers joyfully rebuilt their cities and communities, and a new era of prosperity began. The Earth was reborn, and humanity realized it had come full circle. It had been a long, arduous journey, but in the end, the people had proven their resilience and will to survive. For once again, Earth was a lush, vibrant planet, full of life and promise. Once upon a time, there was a professional golfer, Tom, living on the distant planet Mars. Tom had been sent to Mars by a global golf tour in order to host international tournaments and bring the sport to a new world. Tom had been living on Mars for years and had become quite the celebrity. Everyone loved him, and all of the shows, news articles, and commercials revolved around his fame. But little did anyone know, Tom's best friend, Elon Musk III, had been working hard on developing a new rocket drive that would allow them to explore new galaxies from the planet Mars. He was determined to make it happen and had put in countless hours of research and design. One day, Elon came to Tom with a prototype of his new rocket drive. He asked him if he wanted to join him on a journey to the unknown and explore galaxies beyond the reach of man. Tom was hesitant at first, but with a little encouragement from Elon, he agreed to go. The two of them set off on their journey and traveled through many galaxies. They saw sights they had never imagined, such as planets filled with lush vegetation, dazzling stars, and breathtaking views. Eventually, they found themselves in a galaxy that was unlike any other. This one was filled with life and potential, and they knew they had to explore it further. They named the planet Golf V because the planet was full of green meadows and small lakes. The planet was very suitable for playing golf. When they went back to Mars, they had a newfound appreciation for the universe and its potential. Tom went back to his golfing career, and Elon returned to his invention. But they both took with them the memories of their journey and the knowledge they had gained from exploration. They knew that now, with Elon's rocket drive, nothing was impossible. After a year, they found themselves together again and decided to make a golf tournament on the new galaxy and the planet Golf V, where the gravity was different than on the planet Mars. This tournament would be the first of its kind, and it would be the start of something great for the universe. Tom and Elon made history that day proving that anything is possible when you have a dream and the courage to explore. The two of them had cemented themselves in the history books, and the legacy of their story continues to be a source of inspiration for generations to come.